AMD develops ROCm-based solution to run unmodified NVIDIA's CUDA binaries on AMD graphics. AMD has quietly funded an effort over the past 2 years to enable binary compatibility for NVIDIA CUDA applications on their ROCm stack. This allows CUDA software to run on AMD Radeon GPUs without adapting the source code. The project responsible is CUDA, which was initially developed to provide CUDA support on Intel graphics. The developer behind CUDA, Andrei Yannick, was contracted by AMD in 2022 to adapt his project for use on Radeon GPUs with HIP, ROCm. He spent 2 years bringing functional CUDA support to AMD's platform, allowing many real-world CUDA workloads to run without modification. AMD decided not to productize this effort for unknown reasons but did open source it once funding ended per their agreement. Over at Phoronix, there were several benchmarks testing AMD's CUDA implementation over a wide variety of benchmarks. Benchmarks found that proprietary CUDA renderers and software worked on Radeon GPUs out of the box with the drop-in CUDA library replacements. CUDA-optimized Blender 4.0 rendering now runs faster on AMD Radeon GPUs than the native ROCm, HIP port, reducing render times by around 10 to 20%, depending on the scene. The implementation is surprisingly robust, considering it was a single developer project. However, there are some limitations. Optics and PTX assembly codes still need to be fully supported. Overall, though, testing showed very promising results. Over the generic OpenCL runtimes and Geekbench, CUDA-optimized binaries produce up to 75% better results. With the CUDA libraries handling API translation, unmodified CUDA binaries can now run directly on top of ROCm and Radeon GPUs. Strangely, this CUDA port targets AMD ROCm 5.7, not the newest 6.x versions. Only time will tell if AMD continues investing in this approach to simplify porting of CUDA software. However, the open-sourced project now enables anyone to contribute and help improve compatibility. For a complete review, check out Phoronix tests.